Hello friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. Welcome to another installment of The Ghost of Christmas Past. This is a little series that I'm doing this Christmas 2025 to pull out older collections, Christmas collections, because I have about 25 years worth of them, to create new projects to inspire you to dig into your stash of older Christmas collections and make something beautiful. So my project for today is this Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Yuletide. This was one of my favorites last year. This came out in 2024. I think you can still get some of it online. I'll link if possible. But this is an absolutely beautiful vintage style, classic traditional Christmas paper. So what I did was create a really fun book style folio. This is 6 1/4 by 8 1/4, and it has a 1-inch spine. I've done a little dangle charm here on the spine, so cute. Got a little floral thing going on up here in the corner, and a shaker cover, which I just love shakers. So I have a little brass tag down here and a beautiful little cabochon here. And I'm going to show you how to cut and score the basic folio, but this is not a full tutorial. I'm just going to share tips with you as we walk through this project together. This is one of the chipboard frames that comes with the paper collection, or you can purchase it alongside the paper collection. And I sanded the edges and then painted with tarnished brass distress ink and spattered to kind of vintage it up a little bit. All right. And then I backed it with a 5 by 7 inch piece of acetate and put foam tape on top of that, and then the tag is inside on the cover. Then you put your shaker elements in, press your foam down, and there's your shaker cover. It's pretty simple. On the inside, right here on the left, I created a slash pocket. And if you go to Paper Crafting 101 playlist on my channel, you'll find out how to make a shaker a slash pocket. I have a super quick and easy method for doing it. And then inside, I took some of the big bits and turned them into photo mats. Now this is a photo folio. I don't usually do a lot of photo folios. I usually do lookbooks, but this particular project is designed for Christmas photos because there's so many great photo opportunities there. This is a sheet of 12 by 12 paper that I trimmed to, I think this is 5 3/4 inches wide. And then I scored it and made a little flap. I kept it the 12-inch height and just made a little flap page. So you can put a photo up here. You could even put a small photo down here. And this is glued down so that you can slip a photo back behind it. So there's room for a photo there. This page flips out, and then I have a really fun flip page. The way I did this was I took this was a scrap that I had. I'll give you the dimensions, and I'll just tell you very quickly, if you look in the description box below this video, I'll have the basic measurements and score lines and stuff for you. So just to make it easy. So this is 5 inches wide. It has a 1/4 inch spine, and then there's a 1/2 inch flap that glues back behind this base page. So this is the back side of that fun Santa image. And what I've done here is created just a couple of very simple 4 by 4 waterfalls and then a journaling spot underneath. So there's room here for lots more 4 by 4 photos. So there's that, and then journaling here. So that's fun. Then this flips open again. I'm going to bring this down here because this is a big book. So here I've created a gatefold slider element, journaling spots here, and on the inside there are more photo mats and a pocket for photos. So you can just put your photos on the back of these 4 by 6 squares. Lots and lots of room for photos. And I was really proud of myself this time because I didn't make it so big that it wouldn't close. I'm kind of famous for that. But this time I got it just right. So So this goes like this, and then there's our little slider element. This is also a chipboard frame that I just backed with a 4x6 image and trimmed out. Here we have a hidden pocket page. We've got this little flap element with room for photos, and then this pulls out, and the flap is 5.5 by, looks like 9.5, and I scored it and lined it with papers, so you've got room for photo, a photo, a photo. So that's really nice. Then over here, this continues. This is a little flip flap page with a pop-up, just for the fun of it, because I love them and I think they're great. This is the little 3-inch flap. This flips open, and inside we've got this sweet little pocket, and I made these little tiny, these are so cute. These are 2¼ by 2¼ I made these little tiny photo booth style matchbook. They're almost like a matchbook. And that used the little 2x2 images from the paper collection. So super sweet. The cardstock that I'm using is Stampin' Up! Mossy Meadow. It's a really good color match for this paper collection. So those go in there. And then over here we have a little flip flap page. This flaps up, this flaps down, these flap over, and you've got room on the back for photos, and you've got room for a great big photo here. This would be a great spot for a family photo, you know, from your gathering. So this all folds up just like this, in on itself, and there you go. That is my Ghost of Christmas Past project for this week. So if you want to learn how to build the base and score it, stick around. I have a very short little mini tutorial with these Ghost of Christmas Past. There's just tips and tiny little tutorial pieces that I'm sharing with you. So stick around, that's coming right up. All right, friends, I just want to show you very quickly how to put this folio base together. This is not a full tutorial, but I'm going to show you how to do the base, and then I'll share tips as I do the project share. This is one of our Ghost of Christmas Past projects, so obviously I can't do a full tutorial for all of them, but I can share tips and tricks with you that will make it easier for you to make your own. I had a little glitch here with my score tape, so I'm just fixing that up. I've put 1/2-inch score tape along the 8¼ inch side of an 11 by 8¼ inch panel of kraft cardstock. And now I'm going to bring in another panel, and I'm going to use the inside line of that score tape to line this up. And I'm just going to press that into place with a bone folder. Then we're going to scoot on down, and there's another here, and I'm bringing in a third panel of 11 by 8¼ inch kraft cardstock. So now we've got this really long panel. I'm going to bring in my scoring tool, and I want to score this at 6 1/4. And then I'm going to score it at 7 1/4. That gives us a 1-inch spine. I'm going to fold on that 7 1/4, and I'm going to score again at 6 1/4 and 7 1/4. I'm going to fold on that 7 1/4 and come in again, and I'm going to score at 6. And I think I can get the 12 in here. Let me see. Yes, I'm going to score at 12. I'm going to fold on the 12. So it's just a lot of scoring and folding. And then this one, I'm going to score at 3 1/2. All right. So 6 1/4, 7 1/4, 6 1/4, 7 1/4, 6, 12, and then 3 1/2. And I'll put these measurements below. So the way we're going to fold this great big piece, I'm going to start over here on the right, and I'm going to fold this little flap in. We'll add gussets to this to make a pocket, and this will be a really sweet little tag pocket. Then this is going to fold like this, and this will be a little flap page. Then this folds in like this, all right? Here's our one spine. Here's our second spine. And this all folds in. So when you get done, it looks like this, all right? Now this is not super heavy cardstock, but what I'm gonna do is line these panels inside and out with colored cardstock, and you'll be amazed at the stability that will add to this. So I like narrow borders. So this is 6 1/4. I'm probably going to go 6 1/8. And that way my 6 by 8 papers that I have from this collection will fit nicely. But if you like wider borders, you can do 6 by 8. But I'm going to do 6 1/8 by 8 1/8. So let me go get to work on this. So that's my Ghost of Christmas Past project for today. I would love to hear what you think about it. Are you following along? Are you digging into your stash, making beautiful new things with older Christmas collections? I'll be back as soon as I can with another little project in this series. Again, look below for basic measurements, not instructions, just measurements and scoring lines and things like that, because I don't have time to do all of the other every single time. I'll be back on Wednesday with my normal Wonderful Wednesday full tutorial, so you'll want to catch me for that. I will have a linked supply list on my blog and a link to my blog in the description box below this video. And whenever possible, I also link within the video. You'll see these little black boxes. You click on those, they take you to an affiliate site where you can find, sometimes it's easier to find these papers that way than it is to try to link them on my blog. So that is it for me, Kathy Clement, Kathy by Design. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and go get your craft on. Thanks, friends. Bye.